Hi there, I'm Julie Russo, creator of Structures of Equality. I'm here today to talk to you about a story that describes a comparison relationship. The story says Vika has 5 pencils. He has 2 more pencils than Olivia. How many pencils does Olivia have? So after I've talked to the students about the math main idea, I've talked to them about the unit, the thing we're counting, the setting, and all those things, then I would move into modeling the story. So comparison structure of equality is a bit more challenging than a parts equal total structure of equality. So I want to make sure the students understand what the bars represent. So in this story it says Vika has 2 more pencils than Olivia. So they all have their strips, and I'd ask them raise the strip that represents Vika's pencils, and they would raise the longer strip. Then I would say raise the strip that represents Olivia's pencils, and they would raise their other strip, the pink strip in this case. That tells me that they understand the relationship occurring in the story, that Vika actually has more pencils than Olivia. So here's my model, my comparison model. My strips show that Vika, and I put a V, I would normally write it out, but I put a V for time's sake, that Vika has more pencils than Olivia, and I wouldn't have that on there. So then I go back to the story and say, let's write the values in, because structures of equality have values, labels, and they represent equality. So if I write the values in here, Vika has 5 pencils. Now with a comparison structure, I like to put the value out to the side, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So Vika has 5 pencils. He has 2 more pencils than Olivia. So when I introduce comparison structure of equality, I talk to the students about the line of equality. And that dotted line right there is the line of equality. That tells me up until that point, this pink bar has the same value as this yellow bar up until that line of equality. In other words, this yellow bar is equal to the pink bar up until that point, and then here's the extra or the more down here. So that helps me understand a lot about this story. Vika has 5 pencils. He has 2 more pencils than Olivia. I would ask them, where should I write the 2? Where is the 2? In the beginning, sometimes they tell me this whole bar is worth 2 because they hear 2 more. But we have a lot of conversation about where that 2 is. That 2 is actually over here. He has 2 more pencils than Olivia. So that shows me the 2 more that he has. He has a total of 5. So we would talk about how we decompose this 5 into the more that he has than Olivia and the part that's equal. So if I know my combinations to 5, my math facts to 5, I can tell you that 5 is decomposed into 2 more and the 3 pencils that are equal to Olivia's pencils. This line of equality helps me understand that up until that point, this bar is equal to this bar. They have the same value, so that I know that Olivia also has 3 pencils, which is equal to his pencils up until this point, and then the more. This whole bar represents his pencils. This bar represents Olivia's pencils.